Ask any senior what they fear most about getting older, and it's almost never death. It's needing help to stand up, needing help to get dressed, needing help to get to the bathroom, losing the independence they've spent a lifetime earning, and having to ask family for tea, or worse, strangers for the smallest things. That's the fear that quietly sits with millions of people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And here's the honest truth. Staying independent as you age is luck. It's the direct result of one thing done daily that most people your age have stopped doing. Moving your body. Not intensely. Not for hours, not at the gym, just consistently every single day. The seniors who stay strong, mobile, and independent into their 80s and beyond are almost never the ones who did something extreme. They're the ones who kept moving a little bit every day. That's it. The problem is that most seniors don't know what to do. Getting down on the floor is hard. Standing exercises can feel unsafe. Walking is great, but it doesn't work the upper body, the core, or the arms. So a lot of people just stop, and month by month their bodies get weaker until the small tasks of daily life start slipping out of reach. That's exactly why this routine exists. 7 simple seated exercises done from a sturdy chair in your own home. No equipment, no floor work, no standing balance required. The whole routine takes about 5 to 7 minutes. It hits your legs, your core, your arms, your shoulders, and your cardiovascular system all in one shot, and done daily. It does more for your long-term independence than any single miracle exercise ever could. The moves come one after the other in a flow, the way a real workout runs. 30 to 45 seconds per move. Rest for a few breaths between them if you need to. Push a little harder some days, take it easier on others. The routine adapts to you. By the end of this video, you'll know every move, exactly how to do it, what it targets, and how to put them all together into a daily practice. So, grab a sturdy chair and let's get into it. Why a chair-based flow works better than you'd think. Before jumping into the moves, here's why this format works so well for older bodies. Most exercise routines built for seniors focus on one thing at a time. One day for legs, another day for core. Maybe some balance work on a third day. That's fine, but the reality is that most seniors will never stick with 3 separate routines. Life is too full, and the plan is too complicated. A single daily flow that hits everything at once solves that problem. You do the routine once, you're done. You've moved every major muscle group in the body, and your heart has done a little cardiovascular work along the way. There's no debating which exercise to do today. You just sit down, run through the 7 moves, and get on with your day. The chair takes the second big obstacle off the table: safety. Every move in this routine is done from a seated position, which means there's zero risk of losing balance, no falls, no floor work to get up from. If you can sit down safely, you can do this routine. That's true for people in their 60s who are still active, all the way up to people in their 80s who don't feel steady on their feet anymore. And the daily rhythm is what actually keeps you independent long term. 1 workout a week won't hold back the weakness that comes with aging, but 5 to 7 minutes every single day, done for months and years, quietly rebuilds the strength, mobility, and stamina that keep you doing the things you love on your own for a long, long time. How to set up. Before starting, find the right chair. A sturdy chair with a firm seat and no wheels. A dining chair works perfectly. Avoid soft couches, low chairs, or anything that rocks. Position it on a flat surface with clear space around you. Sit toward the front edge of the chair, not slouched all the way back. Both feet flat on the floor, roughly hip-width apart, toes pointing forward, spine tall, shoulders relaxed, chest open. Your core is gently engaged, as if you were bracing slightly for someone to poke you in the stomach. That's the starting position for every move in this routine. Come back to it between exercises. It resets your posture and gets you ready for the next move. Breathe throughout. Never hold your breath during any of the moves. And if any move causes sharp pain, stop that move and rest. A little muscle fatigue is normal. Sharp pain is not. Now let's move. Move 1, seated running. The first move gets your heart rate up right away and warms up your hip flexors, your quads, and your coordination all at once. It's called seated running. Sit tall at the front of your chair, feet flat, hip width apart, hands loose at your sides. Now, start bringing one knee up toward your chest, then quickly lower it and bring the other knee up. Alternate left, right, like you're running in place but from a seated position. As your knees lift, add your arms. Right arm forward when your left knee comes up. Left arm forward when your right knee comes up, just like a real running motion. Keep the fists loose and the elbows bent at about 90 degrees. Pace it moderately fast like a light jog, not sprinting, not a slow march, somewhere in between. You should feel your heart rate rise within the first 10 seconds, and your hip flexors and the front of your thighs should feel warm and active. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth in a steady rhythm. Don't hold your breath. Duration, 30 to 45 seconds. If 45 seconds feels too long the first time, do what you can and rest. Every session, you'll get a little further. Modifications. If lifting the knees high feels like too much, lift them lower and slower. If the arm coordination is hard, drop the arms and just do the legs. This move should energize you, not exhaust you. Move to seated jumping jacks. Now that your heart is going, keep it going with seated jumping jacks. Same energy as regular standing jumping jacks, but done safely from your chair. Return to your starting position, sitting tall, feet together, hands relaxed at your sides. Now at the same time, kick both feet out to the sides, feet wider than hip width, while raising both arms out and up overhead in a big V shape. Then bring the feet back together as the arms come back down to the sides. That's one jumping jack. Repeat continuously. The rhythm is one open, one close, one open, one close. Pace it at whatever speed feels smooth. Some seniors do these fast for cardio, others slower for control. Both work. Breathe out as you open, breathe in as you close. Keep your torso tall the whole time. Don't collapse forward at the chest as you get tired. Duration, 30 to 45 seconds. Modifications. If the coordination of arms and legs together is difficult, break it up. Do just the arms for 15 seconds, then just the legs for 15 seconds. If lifting the arms fully overhead is uncomfortable for your shoulders, just lift them out to a T shape at shoulder height instead. If kicking your feet out to the side stresses your hips, keep the movement smaller and slower. This move works your shoulders, your inner thighs, your outer hips, and your heart all in one shot. Before moving on to the next moves, take a quick moment to hit like and subscribe to the channel. It helps more folks in this community find guidance that keeps them moving safely and independently for years to come. Now let's keep going. Move 3, seated jabs. Move 3 brings your upper body into the picture. It's called seated jabs, and it's exactly what it sounds like, punching straight out from your chair, one arm at a time. Back to your starting position. Sit tall, feet planted flat, core engaged. Bring both hands up into loose fists near your chin like a boxer in their fighting stance. Elbows tucked in near your sides. Now, punch your right arm straight out in front of you at about chest height. Extend the arm fully, but don't lock the elbow. As the arm reaches full extension, let your torso rotate slightly to the left. That rotation is where your core does its work. Then, quickly pull the fist back to your chin as your left arm punches out. Alternate right, left with a small torso twist on each punch. Breath out sharply with each jab. Sharp, quick exhales. That breathing pattern engages the deep core muscles and gives each punch more power. Duration, 30 to 45 seconds. Modifications. If the punching motion feels too fast, slow it down. Do slower, more controlled jabs with intentional core rotation. If your shoulders are stiff, keep the punches smaller and lower, chest height instead of shoulder height. If holding your arms up is tiring, take a 2-second rest with hands on your thighs. Then keep going. This move works your shoulders, your arms, your upper back, and your core, plus keeps your heart rate up. It's cardio and strength in one. Move 4, seated bicycle crunch. Move 4 takes on the core directly. It's a seated version of the classic bicycle crunch, and it's one of the most effective ways to strengthen your abs and obliques without ever getting on the floor. Sit tall at the front of your chair. Bring your hands lightly to the back of your head, fingers interlaced, elbows out wide to the sides. Your feet stay flat on the floor to start. Now, slowly lift your right knee up towards your chest, and at the same time rotate your torso so that your left elbow moves towards your right knee. You don't need to actually touch, just move toward each other. Feel the twist happen through the middle of your torso at your rib cage. Then, lower your right foot back down and switch. Left knee comes up, right elbow twists across toward the left knee. Continue alternating right knee to left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Slow and controlled. This isn't a fast movement. The magic happens in the twist and the deliberate control, not in speed. Breathe out as you twist. Breathe in as you return to center. Keep your neck relaxed. Don't pull on your head with your hands. The hands are just there for light support. Duration 30 to 45 seconds. Modifications: if lifting the knee toward the chest is uncomfortable, just lift the foot a few inches off the floor and rotate. If the twist bothers your back, make the twist smaller. If holding your hands behind your head is uncomfortable for your shoulders, let your arms cross over your chest instead. This move directly strengthens the muscles that hold your torso upright, which is the reason so many seniors stay strong and balanced into old age. Move 5. Raise feet and hold. Move 5 works your quadriceps, the powerful muscles on the front of your thighs, plus your deep core and your hip flexors all at the same time. It's called raise feet and hold, and it's deceptively hard. Sit tall at the front of your chair. Hold on to the sides of the chair with your hands for support. Feet flat on the floor. Now, slowly lift both feet off the ground at the same time, extending your legs partially forward. Your legs don't need to go straight. A comfortable bend in the knees is fine. What matters is that both feet come off the floor together. Hold that position for 5 to 10 seconds while breathing steadily. Then slowly lower your feet back down with control. Rest for a couple of breaths, then repeat. Aim for 4 to 6 holds in a 30 to 45 second window. Longer holds mean fewer repetitions. Shorter holds mean more repetitions. Either version builds strength. Breathe throughout the hold. Never hold your breath. Some people find it helps to count out loud during the hold, which forces you to breathe. Modifications: if holding both feet up is too hard, lift just one foot at a time. Right foot for a hold, then left foot. That's still highly effective. If the position bothers your low back, lift the feet only an inch or 2 off the floor instead of extending forward. This move builds the exact strength that lets you stand up from a chair, get out of a car, or climb a stair without struggle. Move 6. Single leg pulses. Move 6 isolates one leg at a time and builds real endurance in the muscles above your knees. It's called single leg pulses, and it burns in the best way. Sit tall at the front of your chair, hands on the sides of the chair or resting lightly on your thighs. Both feet flat to start. Extend your right leg straight out in front of you, keeping it at about the height of the chair seat or slightly above. Flex your foot so the toes point up toward the ceiling. Now, from that extended position, pulse the leg up and down in small motions. Just 2 or 3 inches of movement up and down, up and down. Keep the pace moderate, not slow, not too fast, a steady rhythm. Continue for 20 seconds, then lower the right leg and immediately switch to the left leg. Extend it, flex the foot, pulse for another 20 seconds. Breathe steadily the whole time. Never hold your breath, especially during pulses like this where the temptation is real. Total time, about 40 to 50 seconds across both legs. Modifications: if holding the leg extended is too hard, keep the knee slightly bent instead of fully straight. If the pulsing motion strains the knee, make the pulses even smaller or just hold the extended position without pulsing for the 20 seconds. This move is one of the best things you can do for the muscles that support your knees and let you keep walking distances that used to feel easy. Move 7. Shoulder circles both directions. The final move brings everything down and finishes with mobility. It's called shoulder circles, and it's the recovery move that undoes the tension of everything that came before. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat, arms hanging relaxed at your sides. Now slowly roll both shoulders forward in a big circle, up towards your ears, then forward, then down, then back. Continue circling forward for about 15 seconds. Make the circles as large as your shoulders comfortably allow. Then reverse direction. Roll both shoulders backward, up, back, down, forward for another 15 seconds. Slow and controlled. This is the cool down. Breathe deep and slow throughout. Long inhales through the nose, long exhales through the mouth. Let the shoulders release any tension they were holding through the earlier moves. Duration 30 seconds total, 15 each direction. Modifications: if your shoulders are stiff, make the circles smaller. If lifting the shoulders toward the ears bothers your neck, focus on rolling them back and down instead of up. This move keeps your upper back mobile and your shoulders loose, which matters enormously for daily tasks like reaching, dressing, and carrying. Putting the routine together. Here's how the whole routine flows. Do all 7 moves in order, back to back, 30 to 45 seconds per move. Take 5 to 10 seconds of rest between moves if you need it, or move straight from one to the next if you're feeling strong. The entire routine takes about 5 to 7 minutes from start to finish. Do it once a day. First thing in the morning is ideal. It wakes your body up, activates your muscles, and gets your circulation moving for the rest of your day. If mornings don't work, any time is better than no time. Just avoid doing it right before bed, since the cardio moves can leave you slightly energized. Some days you'll fly through it. Other days it'll feel harder than usual. Both are normal. Fatigue, sleep, hydration, and stress all affect how each session feels. Don't judge the routine by one day. Judge it by the trend over weeks. If 5 to 7 minutes feels like too much at first, do half the routine. Do the first 3 moves, or do all 7 but for shorter durations. Anything is better than nothing, and consistency matters more than intensity. Every day in some form is the goal. Once the routine feels easy, you can extend the durations. Go from 30 seconds per move to 60, or run through the whole routine twice in one session for a longer workout. But the daily minimum, the version that keeps you independent, is the 5-minute version done every day. What to expect? In the first week, the main thing you'll notice is that a few of these moves are harder than they look. That's normal. Muscles that haven't been used in years take a few sessions to wake up. Push through the first week even if it feels awkward. By week 2, the routine starts to feel more natural. You'll move through it with more rhythm, more confidence. Your heart rate rises less dramatically because your cardiovascular system is adapting. By week 3 or 4, real changes start showing up in daily life. Standing up from a chair feels less effortful. Reaching overhead in a cabinet is smoother. Walking further before getting tired becomes possible again. Your posture feels a little taller. Your body feels a little more like it belongs to you. By week 6, most people who've stuck with this routine daily report that their overall energy is higher. Their movement feels easier. And the small tasks that were starting to feel like challenges have quietly become simple again. That's what real independence looks like. The ability to do your own life without needing help, and this 5-minute routine, done consistently, protects that ability more than almost anything else. There it is. 7 simple seated exercises that hit your whole body in 5 minutes, done from a chair in your own home. Seated running, seated jumping jacks, seated jabs, seated bicycle crunch, raise feet and hold, single leg pulses and shoulder circles to finish. Remember what makes this work. Not intensity, not fancy equipment, not a gym membership, just consistency. Every day, a few minutes at a time. That's the habit that keeps seniors independent long past when most people would have started slowing down. Start tomorrow morning. Sit in your kitchen chair while the coffee is brewing. Run through the 7 moves. It'll be over before your coffee is ready. Then do it again the next day. And the next. In 6 weeks, notice how different your body feels. In 6 months, notice how different your life feels. Drop a comment below sharing your age and how the routine felt for you the first time through. It's a great place for folks in this community to encourage each other and share what's working. If this video helped, hit like and subscribe so more routines like this keep showing up in your feed, and share it with someone whose independence you'd like to protect, a spouse, a parent, a friend. It might be the 5 minutes a day that keeps them on their own 2 feet for many more years. One quick note before you go. Everything in this video is for general informational purposes only and is not medical advice. It does not replace consultation with a qualified healthcare professional. If you have a specific condition, an injury, or anything that feels off when you move, please talk to a doctor before starting any new routine. They know your body and your history in a way no video can.